Hey, what's up, guys? This is Shibaryu. It's New Year's evening, and I have had a couple of glasses of champagne, so I'm a little tipsy. But I thought it'd be fun to get another double, double feature Pokemon Online battle thing going. And this first one is because there's two of them, and the first one is against Heroes and Cons from PBC, and he was talking a lot of shit, and just talking a lot of stuff in the main chat, and he was just being really annoying, being kind of a bitch, calling out people and mods that he didn't really have a right to call out. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's go, motherfucker. So this is the match. And I am using my OU team. So it's like Andreas Volcarona, and right off the bat, he tries on Quiver Dance. I'm like, I'm not messing the fuck around with that shit. So I go for the Waterfall, knock it out. No problem. And then he was all like, wow, uh, Waterfall on Dragonite, that's fucking, what the fuck? So then he sends out his Weavile, and I predict the Ice move, but he goes for a Swords Dance. So I'm like, this is not really a problem. You know, he can go on and do that, but I'm just gonna Stealth Rock and get the opportunity to set those up right now. And I'm faster than it for some reason, which is fucking weird. But whatever, I'm not gonna complain. I paralyze him, and I get the para hacks, and I'm gonna power whip and get a lot of damage off on him. And then he's gonna take me out with the Ice Punch, but that's not even. I mean, I got my rocks up, and he's gonna die to a Bullet Punch next turn from Scizor, motherfucking Red Steel. Ugh. Bullet punched that fucker right in the face. And then he's like, wow, thanks a lot. Because I found out that he thought, he's like, only noobs use Scizor. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking noob. I'm going to show you, asshole. So then his Dragonite comes in and then fire punches and then tries to D-dance. And I'm like, well, guess what? You're going to get toxic, motherfucker. That's right, I just toxic your dragon. Toxic, yes. And then she keeps dragon dancing. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wish stall you then, cause that's how I fucking roll, bitch. And then I protect, and then he's like, fire. Oh wait, no, whoops. It sucks for you. And he's at like 2 times attack, and then he extreme speeds, almost takes me out. But guess what? I'm just gonna wish, and then I'm gonna protect, and everything's gonna be kosher, cause I'm gonna get my full thing back up. And yeah, so he's gonna be able to take me out next turn. But then I just go for the double protect, and it works, and because he's outraging, and then this guy who was watching the match, he's like, "Why didn't you outrage?" And then the guy's like, "Oh, I was totally planning something, but it failed." And I'm like, "Yeah, bull fucking shit, you were." So I see the Metagross has a balloon, and he hammer arms my Chansey, and my Chansey's dead. But I'm still up by 1 because this guy's a fucking noob and he sucks ass. And I'm just gonna fire punch and almost to pop his balloon. And because of my multi-scale, I'm gonna live the ice punch. And he's like, multi-scale dot dot dot, and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? It's legal, bitch. And then take out his Metagross with the fire punch, and now he's sweating. But then his Latios comes in, and I'm like, he's gonna be able to take out Dragonite because of the ice beam. And I'm like, oh no, whatever shall I do? And I'm like, oh wait, gonna send him my fucking Starmie and take him out, bitch. Well, I'm not gonna take him out, but he's gonna be dumb and calm mind. And he's like, oh wow, I totally forgot that Starmie was faster. And I'm like, yeah, you did, cause you're a fucking noob. He's like, only noobs use Scizor and Jirachi. But then he turns out to be a noob himself. And his last guy's Reuniclus, and he's like calm minding, and he's like, all right, if you get a crit, then you win. And I'm like, guess what? Critical hit. What the fuck is good with you though? What's good with you though? And yeah, yeah. So he was all like, oh my god, you noobs and things. And I'm like, yeah, well, I just kicked your ass, bro. 3-0, 3-0. I didn't even have to use Gliscor. I didn't even have to bring him out. Yeah, so that was that. And that was game number 1. But game number and that was really cool. I liked how I just kicked that guy's ass. He was talking shit, but couldn't back it up. So then now this is against Cold Stare, who's my buddy, and I played him already. This is match number 2, and I'm using my Derp Troll team, which you'll see in a second. And it's on fast setting because it is a long match. And yeah, so here I go. This is so I'm setting up my Fear 2.0, which is my level 1 Cottony. It's designed to leech seed and then Endeavor and Protect and all that shit. But and then a bunch of shit happens. Is like I can't I predict the switch into Ferrothorn to take my leech seed. Then I go into my Lulwut, and then I go into my Trollolololo, which is Prankster Sableye, and he's just gonna taunt him so he can't do anything, and I'm just gonna recover the damage off. And he's just gonna be basically, I burned him, so he's basically just gonna be annoyed the whole time. And yeah, basically this isn't. I can't really stall him out because I don't have an attacking move that'll do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna go into my Joint, which is my Fear, which is my Eradicate, with which Flame Orb and Guts boosted with Facade and everything. And I'm gonna Super Fang. I was gonna try and get him down to half of his health, and then I just went into the Skarmory, and I realized that I can't really do much to a Steel type. So he's gonna be able to set up his rocks, but I'm gonna taunt him before he can do anything else. He can't use his spikes. Basically, the Sableye is gonna be the star player of the match. I'm gonna be able to burn his Gliscor coming in, and I taunt that, but he ends up just going for the Earthquake, getting a critical hit. But yeah, that's all that's gonna do. And then he's gonna go to the Powdon, and I just use Recover. And I know his Powdon's gonna want to set up stockpiling, just because I know. But I missed the Will-O-Wisp, and he's gonna be able to roar me out. And this is weird. I'm like really focused because I want to. Because yeah, so he stockpiles. I'm gonna be able to Scald, trying to get the burn, and it's just not working out for me. I never get the fucking burn on the Scald. It's ridiculous. But I do get it there, so that's nice. So I know that's good. His Apowdon's a major problem, though, because if you keep stockpiling, and he's just going to be able to slack off and get all health back, because I faced him a bunch of times, and I wanted to beat him with my Derp Troll team. And Lulwut is good because he's a Rest Talker with T-Bolt and Scald, so it's pretty good coverage. So I realize I'm not going to be able to fucking do anything because he's just going to slack off like that. So I'm going to taunt him. Prankster Sableye is fucking amazing. And I'm just going to taunt him. But he ended up just going for the Earthquake, but it's Burn Earthquake, so it didn't do anything. And I'm going to Foul Play. That's my only attacking move on this thing. See how much it does, and it doesn't do really anything. And so he's going to call back and go in Ferrothorn. I'm going to recover. I was going to recover there anyway. And so now I know he's going to want to do some Leech Seed shit, so I'm going to taunt him. And, but he went for Toxic, though. And yeah, so now I'm just going to use this opportunity to recover. And I don't know what hidden power that is. But it's not fighting, because that wouldn't have done anything. Now his Blissey comes in, and I know his Blissey has the chance to carry Aromatherapy, so I'm going to taunt, and he did carry it, so that was great, because now he has I think 3 of his guys are burned, and now 4 of them are, and all his Blissey can do now is struggle, because it doesn't have... Oh my god, I guess it doesn't have any attacking moves, so he's going to come out, Porthorn's going to come out. I went for the Foul Play there, just try and get some damage. And, yeah. So, fucking, oh my god, I have the most pounding fucking headache right now. I don't know what kind of fucking champagne I had, but anyway, I'm just gonna just fucking taunt that. As Blissey comes out, and I'm just gonna... Most of this match is the first half of this match is Sableye just trolling his team really hard. And yeah, I'm gonna taunt him after that, can't use that, so yeah. Fucking sweet. Did have the natural cure, so, the burn was going away. And now his fucking Starmie comes in, and this is a problem. This is the problem. Because I'm going to try and I can't really do anything. I go in to try and fodder my guy, my Fear thing, because it really only works first turn to get a free kill. And I realize nothing's really toxic, then he protects, and that shit happens and everything. So, oh my god, I just forgot what it. But I taunt him, and he can't use Toxic, so that's great. But this is where I realize that I'm in trouble. I think is this turn. I go for the recover, and he goes for the surf, and that does a lot. And I need to keep Sableye alive if I can continue to troll. Because because he has like a lot of powerful Pokemon. The only really chance I have to win is to whittle all of his guys down. So he surfs and knocks out my. I went to fodder my Cottony. And now I go into Lolwut, and I know that's not the smartest thing, but I do carry the T-Bolt, and I know I can live a surf, but I want to try and get as much damage on this thing as possible. I do have some priority moves that I can use. So he switches out and goes into Blissey, and I T-Bolt it, and Sandstorm, and I end up going into my Sableye. When he protects, and stuff, and I'm able to taunt him so that he can't use the Soft Boiled, and then the Sandstorm's gonna kill. I don't know. He didn't have leftovers, so I wonder what item he did have. I go to fodder my Eradicate, which I didn't want to do because Guts Eradicate's actually pretty awesome, but I had to fodder him out so I could get a safe switch into my Lolwut. The fucking Stunfisk. I have a really derpy trolley team. The only non-derp or troll Pokemon on it is really Eradicate. But yeah, so I'm able to T-Bolt his Skarmory, and then he's gonna Brave Bird instead of spiking. And then I'm just gonna T-Bolt him again. I guess trying to get damage up, but it doesn't do anything because Lolwut is very defensive. Now his Starmie comes in, and Starmie is gonna do a lot of damage. And I'm not gonna be able to take it out with T-Bolt, but I do paralyze him, and I'm hoping for Parahex, but it didn't matter because he was slow enough that I could take him out. All right. So now I'm up by 1, and his Ferrothorn comes in. Ferrothorn is the other big problem on the team because of the Leech Seed, but I know once I can take out the Ferrothorn, the only thing standing in my way between me and victory is the Hippowdon. And he's going to Toxic my Quagsire, my Derp. I just think Wooper and Quagsire are really derpy, and I'm going to be able to take it out with the Earthquake. Now his fucking Hippowdon. I'm gonna keep it's burned. I'm gonna keep scalding and everything. And the Toxic's like whittling me down, and he's stockpiling and stuff. And I really should have switched in and taunted when I had the chance, but I thought I can take it out with enough scald and burns and stuff like that. But toxic damage starting to rack up a little bit, and I forgot about Slack Off because I'm a fucking idiot. I am doing a lot though, because every time that he slacks off, he loses a chance to stockpile. Yeah, and I forget when it is, but yeah, there's the Toxic, and just take me out. I go for my guy, and I taunt him, but he just goes straight for the Earthquake, not knowing not to mess around. And there goes my star player. Now I go into my Lolwut, and I forget that Earthquake's still super effective. I was gonna rest there. So now I'm down to 1 Pokemon. It looks like he's gonna win, but I bring out the fucking beast, the Miltank. He's like, oh shit, I'm gonna go into my Gliscor, and I go for the return right there, try and take it out, and it doesn't. He goes into his Gliscor. I forgot he had this thing still, but I'm a Curse set, and Curse is awesome because I know both of his guys are physical attackers, and look, that was a crit, and it didn't do anything. So now he's gonna keep in like it's not doing anything, and I'm gonna keep cursing up and cursing up. The fucking beast is in the house, and he's gonna Swords Dance and everything, and I'm great. I'm gonna curse one more time, and then, you know, he's gonna Earthquake. Actually, do I curse again? No, I Milk Drink to get the health back up, and then I think Burn takes him out. Yeah, it does. Awesome. So now Hippowdon comes in, and he's gonna slack off, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Awesome. Return, motherfucker. And on a defensive Hippowdon, and it's from a fucking Miltank. It does a lot. And he's gonna stockpile, and he's gonna be able to live my next turn. But the burn's gonna take him out, and that's victory. Like a standard OU team, and a pretty good one, lost to my Dirt Patrol team. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do it. That's how you play the game. You don't fuck around over here. Miltank. But yeah. So yeah, those are the games, and I hope that everyone will enjoy it. I hope you had a good New Year. I hope your 2011s were good, and I hope your 2012s are also good. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because it's really early in the morning. I think it's almost 3 o'clock, and I have work tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, that was that, and I will see you guys next time.